Hey family, it's your brother King Simon. Oh yes. Tonight we got a special show for you. So if you're about business and you're working a 9 to 5 or you want to have a business while you're working a 9 to 5, guess what? I got Brother Quasi coming in who wrote the book about it. So tune in, thumb up the video, share the video, like the video, do what you like with the video. But remember, we're going to be doing it hot right here on King Simon Presents at 9 o'clock as he come on. So keep it locked right here. It's your brother King Simon. And don't forget to share, like. And we're going to keep on doing what we like. This is your brother King Simon. And tonight we got our Brother Quasi coming in the building. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovation. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Yes. Greetings, family. Greetings, one and all. Your brothers here. Oh, yes. I am in the building. That's right. Thank you for the applause, family. Thank you for the applause. Make sure you share, thumb up the video. And because we're going to be speaking on something that's very important to our community. Wow. Yes. It's your brother King Simon right here on King Simon Presents on YouTube. Like I said, make sure you share, like, and all that you like. Just want to remind you, of course, tonight we're going to be speaking to entrepreneur and author of how to build a successful online business while working a 9-to-5. Brother Quasi will be in the building at 10 p.m. sharp. And then don't forget this coming Sunday, like I said, Sunday, May the 16th, my beautiful Janet Jackson's birthday. At 8 p.m., we got live and direct Marcia M. Moore, author, poet, natural healing advocate. Yeah, she'll be here. She's the founder of Eater Care and Caribbean Craze. That's going to be hot. Don't forget this coming Wednesday. Oh, yeah, baby. We got this beautiful sister coming in. Her name is Lioness Crown, a.k.a. Jade. We're going to be doing it on Malcolm X's 96th born day anniversary. And the topic is, how should young people apply his message today? That's right. We're going to be doing that on the 19th. On May the 20th, we got our dear brother, Reverend Dr. Phil Valentine in the building, speaking about his up-and-coming webinar coming up on the 30th of May. So he will be here on the 20th. And then on the 23rd, that's Sunday, we got Nadine J. Barton. She's a Jamaican from OTA, and she's a chief naval officer, multi-published author, and trauma and pain survivor. She's going to be here. And to close out the month, we got live and direct. We got Sherane, a.k.a. Susie Q, former disco diva. She'll be here. Founder of Native New Yorker, first black-owned and operated booking, modeling, and acting agency from Montreal, Canada. She'll be here. And also, we're going to be having the people that founded this particular organization and this particular group. We're going to have them coming in on the 29th, I believe. I got them on Saturday. That's going to be a special broadcast. Don't forget, make sure you go to their website. That's right, betterhealthshop.etsy.com. The 1-800 number is 1-800-820-7822. So we're going to be having them coming up. All right, so without any further ado, let me bring on my partner in Vibe, the one, the only, Empress Aisha Amore, who's in the background rating, and I see Brother Quasi in the background rating. So let's bring myself on, and let's bring her on, and let's welcome Empress Aisha Amore. What's up, Empress?
Greetings.
There you go. Greetings. Strong J. What's up, girl? How you feeling?
Doing
today?
Good, yes.
Oh, man. I'm feeling great.
Look at you looking all militant and handsome. What's good with this? What's going on?
I'm ancestral militant. I'm a whole living legend. People gotta acknowledge that, you know what I'm saying? Because we are our ancestors. We are our ancestors' return, of course. You know, that's how we are our ancestors' return. It is what it is. So I'm glad. How's the children? Everybody doing good?
Everyone's doing wonderful. Yes.
Oh,
Give praise. How about you all? How's everyone? Your mom, the family?
Everybody's good. Right now we're doing some renovation to the house upstairs. So these guys are still working. So if y'all hear any banging on the background, that's them doing the floors, doing what we got going on upstairs here, making sure the house is tight. You know, we have a 2-family upstairs and downstairs. So I'm on the downstairs. I'm the foundation. She is the heights. So we do what we got to do to make it happen as we prepare the house to make it look beautiful for the summer. That's what we do. We painted the basement a little bit too. So we had to make sure that was looking good. So, hey, I'm just ready for this broadcast because this brother is a good brother for many years. I remember meeting him at the UAM and that was at the United African Movement at one time. He stepped to me and told me he wanted to do what I do. But I tell people, do what you do and then come and manifest and meet up to where, because I've been doing a lot of stuff for years. Since I was 12 years old, I've been a promoter, producer, and for many years watching my father. And I was born in the year of the promotional year of the five. So I was, and the year I was born, my father opened up the nightclub. So I totally got it. I understood after that, but before we bring our brother on, I want to read some of the accolades about his company, DTR Dreams Turned Reality Books, 360 Books. They said their company is a comprehensive online book for both books and other products of every point of knowledge. Our philosophy is based on information, communication, and education, which we feel should be balanced out with a daily dose of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, overstanding, and understanding. So, without further ado, I want that brother to be able to explain all of this on his own, and you could go to his website. Remember, I want y'all to welcome on the first time right here on King Simon Presents, my brother, your brother, the dear and one, the only brother, Quasi in the building. Brother Quasi.
Walaikum salam. Hotep, Islam. Alafia, what's going on?
All of that, Ramadan Mubarak, my brother.
Yes, Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Kareem, Eid Mubarak.
Yes.
Eid
Mubarak, yeah, I think that's it right now. Yes, we on that right now. So enough respect. First and foremost, our brother Quasi. I want to make sure I handle the business before we get into it. He's an educator, producer, entrepreneur, and owner of Dreams Turned Reality LLC. And he also do people's taxes. He helps people with their taxes and do what he got to do to make it happen. His website, family, you got to make sure you link up his website, DTR360books.com, and his link tree is /DTR360books. And if you want to show him some spread love, what you got to do is go to Cash App and his PayPal right here on the bottom. But also you can hit him up on IG, Twitter, and Facebook at the same name, DTR360 Books. And brother, I'm very proud of you. Of course, let me introduce you to Empress Aisha Moore. Yes. That's Quasi right there. Go ahead.
Yes. Greetings, Brother Quasi.
Greetings, sister. Greetings, Empress.
It's a pleasure.
It is definitely a pleasure having our brother on. And brother, I'm proud of your growth and your development over the years. I've watched you since I met you. And I like, all of us was in the club scene at one time doing our thing, having a good old time. I know your family from Trinidad and Tobago. And and I know soca is in your blood, so it's you're chipping up the road into business now.
Right. Playing mass, all type of thing. Playing mass, carnival, everything.
All of that. And I want to say salute because in your book you did acknowledge your mom, you acknowledged your dad, you acknowledged me and Shakira Moore. So first of all, of course, ancestral respect to your moms who transitioned, and I want you to really say something about your mom, because we just came off the heels of Mother's Day and what type of person she was before she made that transition to be your ancestor and helping you out now from the other side. Let's talk about that real quick, please.
All right. Hopefully I don't get emotional.
It's all right. It's mom. Let it out.
Yeah.
Mom, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so she transitioned. Well, before I get into that, again, assalamu alaikum, shalom, hotep, Islam, alafia to the family. Brother King Simon, thank you again for letting me be on your platform. I mean, so many great speakers and leaders have been on this platform. And so I'm just honored and humbled to be a part of such Black prominent leaders and community activists that has been on your platform. So thank you once more.
Oh, you're welcome.
So briefly, my mother, she transitioned when I was about 9-10 years young, in the projects, Tompkins projects. So, Brooklyn, born and raised, Best-Stuy. And A couple of things that I remembered about my mother is that she, like any other mother, she would always do her best to support and provide for her children. And, of course, a single parent mother, like most, again, still, and I grew up in the 90s, right? So 80s baby, grew up in the 90s. And so, but we still have single mother parent households. And so, she did the best that she could. She held multiple jobs and side jobs. Again, anything to keep a roof over our heads. And I remember on Christmas Day, we would have lots of presents, and just to see the smiles on our faces made her day, and just made her happy that we was happy.
That's right.
So yeah, I just appreciated that for her. She had good work ethic. Of
Yes.
course, we was in church about 3-4 times a week, right? Sundays, even Sunday school, Sunday evening church. Then Wednesday was like prayer service. Then
Yeah.
Friday Bible school, right? So 4 or 5 times a week. So definitely she
Right.
made us go to church and believe in a
Yeah,
higher
power.
force, and a
Right.
powerful force at that. So
I say that because I know your strength seems to come from mom. Especially, I know your birthday, and that's a feminine energy, and I know that's a strong energy that's probably right around you all the time. Your mom is definitely working around you. I can see it. I can see it, like I said, through numbers, because you've been a participant. I don't call people that train with me a student. I call them participants, because it's not about a student thing. Is about understanding that we are all participating in this energy of sharing knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'm always going to be a student, period, to nature and everything else. And I started off with that because I know we're in the frequency still of mother, but also we're in the frequency of the new moon. And that is where the energy of the feminine energy is even strong and in Taurus right now. And that also being a feminine sign and a feminine number that's connected to it. And how important is it for you, with such a great company and being a teacher, doing something that is connected to the feminine energy, also being a teacher? Because we know the feminine energy of the 6 and the 2 are the teaching, the nurturers, and all that. And then you being born on the 2nd of one of the months. I won't go out and say all of that, but it's showing me that you are definitely following that route, but finding balance. How has your remembrance of mom and even your dad, who's in your life at certain intervals of your life, how is it that, but more so your mom, how has that also affected your business and also your teachings, remembering what you was taught even up to the age of 9-10 years of age?
Right. Well, I think you hit the nail right on the head, and you kind of said it without even saying it. My mother, right? My mother is definitely a pivotal, motivational, inspirational part in my life every day.
Yes.
And so everything that I do is for me, but also for her, to see that I'm doing something positive, that I'm making, I'm making something of myself. And then secondly, what I do most and for all is for my son. So
Right. Yes.
shout out to him.
Yes.
But yeah, my mother has definitely always been a pivotal part in my life, and from I was born, right? So definitely, I think about her 24/7, and just like you say, yes, she is always with me. So big ups to mom. I love you. I miss you. And
Yes.
yeah, like I even said in my caption, like, most people don't understand me, right? And even family members, the one who I
Right.
grew up with, I always find myself just in a misunderstanding with them. And I know that if she was alive here in the physical, that she would definitely understand me, overstand and understand me.
Yes.
And I think my life would be different. Although, I'm pretty satisfied, not content, because I always strive to improve self.
Yes.
But I'm never content. But I think that my life would be different, and definitely like less stressful and less worrisome.
Yes.
Because like the mother is always there to console you, and it's okay, baby, everything is gonna be all right. So,
Yeah.
and I never really had that growing up. So
Right. Well,
the emotional part,
yeah.
definitely, it would have turned out better.
Well, let's give your moms a well-deserved cosmic round of applause for, and I salute that, because I mean I still have my mother with me, and Aisha has her mother, but I'm preparing. I prepare for this. And you never really can prepare, but it
Right.
is what it is. But and it's important, because when you acknowledge your ancestors, it gives you greater power, and it gives you greater power to understand, because we've been so much into religion and acknowledging other people's ancestors through religious belief and all that, but we forget our own ancestors. When I go into Quran and Bible, they're acknowledging Abraham, Isaac, and all the rest of them, and we're not acknowledging the Abraham and Isaacs and the Eves in our family. That don't make no sense to me. So, moving forward, my brother, you call your company Dreams Turn Reality. Before I pass it on to Empress Aisha, and I remember when you was probably coming into fruition with this, because you was getting ready, you was doing productions and producing different events and doing all that, and I respected that. And if you ask me a question, I was always honest about that's what I'm going to say, whether what it is, what it ain't, and how they do it. Because elders are supposed to help pass on that gauntlet and help provide information so y'all can make better footing and better steppings. What made you name the company Dreams Turn Reality, my brother? 360.
Yes. So, Dreams Turned Reality first came as an idea to execute and establish it as a not-for-profit. So that was my primary idea and focus. However, with the not-for-profit, if people are not familiar with that, first, you need capital, just like with anything, you need capital and revenue. And then secondly, with a not-for-profit, you needed an executive board, president, VP, secretary, treasurer, etc., etc. So I had neither. and so, I decided, okay, I'm just going to put that to the side for right now. And so, truthfully speaking, in the summer of 2017, I was living in a studio Brooklyn apartment, 1,500 a month, which I couldn't really afford. And I was just looking around, and I seen some used books. And so prior to that, I was a manager at a bookstore. So I was very familiar with running a bookstore. And so I said, you know what, let me sell some books, because I needed the extra capital in order to pay for rent and so forth. That came. I hit up the good brother. I forgot his name, but he transitioned. So may Allah be pleased with him. And so I hit him up. I started promoting it on Instagram, and telling people I have an online bookstore, and I was just consistent. And so, but with the name though, going back to the name, Dreams Turned Reality. Again, we all have dreams. We all have ideas and dreams that we want to execute and manifest. But sometimes we don't get to manifest and execute our dreams. Why? Because one, we lack capital, as I did. We lack resources. We lack, and people to guide us, right? Networking. So we lack those things. So my primary idea with the not-for-profit was to help bridge those gaps, especially with the Black youth, right? I wanted to do like interview workshops. I wanted to do resume building, all of that that I was helped with during college, I wanted to pass that on to the Black youth with my not-for-profit. So I called it Dreams Turns Reality, because you should always be willing to turn your dream into a reality. It's definitely possible, but all you need is capital, resources,
Yeah,
and people in your inner circle who believe in you. But most of all, you have to believe in yourself.
that's right.
So I just shortened the dream turns reality into DTR, and then 360. And as you know, brother King Simon, I come under your tutelage. So 360, we possess 360 degrees worth of anything, right? And so when you add 360, you get 9. And according to numerology, 9 represents total universal understanding, total universal love. And so I say, you know what? Let me use that, because we need total universal knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in order to progress onward and forward, and to receive sovereignty. And so, I said DTR 360 books, and I mean, the rest is history.
Rest is history. You mentioned a guy. One more minute. A guy that you was it, Brother Raw from AB Bookstore?
I think that was, yeah. He
Yeah,
was over on Utica.
yeah. He was he from Trinidad?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
had an accent.
Yeah. That was a good friend of mine. I know who he
Yes.
transitioned. Yes, he did.
Yep.
Salute to him, man. Good friend of mine. He had he had connections to a lot of books and
Yes.
how
Yes.
to make that happen. So I'm glad that that's what
He
it was all
was.
about. The young people taking it. Go ahead. What you say?
Yes. I was going to say he was the first person who I got my books from.
Yes, good brother,
Yep.
man. Very
For
good
sure.
brother,
Shout
man.
out to
Enough
him.
respect to him. Empress Aisha, if you got a question, please share it with her, please.
I like the fact that you mentioned about the why factor. You have to know your why, and what is the importance for people to know their why? Like how, like why do you feel like what is your advice to people to really understand their why when they want to
Yes.
start a business?
Yep. Good question. I also stated my why in my ebook, How to Build an Online Business While Working a 9 to 5. So in that book, I stated that yes, you should have a why. Why are you going to work? Why are you having a 9 to 5? Why are you creating a business? And so most people, they don't even think about their why. They're just doing it because they need a place to stay, or they need a roof over their head, or they just want to have a business because they see that it's hot right now, and you may make some money. But it really goes beyond that, right? My why, aside from the financial part, really, and even before that, like, I was always into education. As I said before, I was a manager of a bookstore, and so people used to come to me specifically if they was interested in a book, because they knew that I knew about books and I was into history, so on and so forth. So, just having your why, having your purpose. What is your purpose for going into business? Okay. Why are you going into business? Okay. And so, again, just me personally, my why is my mother. My why is my son. Okay. I want to pass on something to my son. I want to pass on a legacy to my son. That's why I'm invested in cryptocurrency. That's why I have a business, so that I can pass on my business if he chooses to take it or not, right? But that would be his prerogative. But at least I have something that he can say, okay, I want to take it, or I want to do something else with it. So he has that option. I want to at least give him that option. So that's my why. Okay. In addition to, my why is educating the community. Okay. Man, you know how many DMs and emails I get about, yo, brother, thank you for doing the work that you're doing. I never even knew there were so many books out here that I didn't know about, right? Like, yo, brother, you really got me into reading books. Like, I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm really, changing people's lives, to a degree
Yeah.
through education and literature. Not to even mention, I'm also changing people's lives inside the classroom, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hopefully we will go into that later on. But like, that is my why. Have something greater than yourself. Have a purpose greater than yourself, because life within itself is greater than you. So, what is your why? What is your passion? What is your passion that you would work for free? What is your passion? What is your purpose? And so, that's what I would tell people and young people of today.
That's a powerful. People that are just tuning in, we're speaking with Brother Quasi. I think he's our guest for tonight. Educator, producer, entrepreneur, owner of Dreams Turn Reality LLC, and he also can help you with your taxes and your credit and all that beautiful stuff too. The brother is doing wonderful work. I'm very proud of this brother. Some people even called him one of my sons, and I said, "Boy, I don't have 10 sons, but I do have 9 children. But I'm not too proud to say he's like a spiritual son to me." And he's been working with me, and we've worked with each other. If you want to contact him via his info, go to info@dtr360books.com. You could hit him up at IG at DTR360books, Twitter at DTR360books, Facebook at DTR360books, and you could spread love via Cash App to help him with his books and do the things that he's doing to help educate other people. Hit him up a Cash App, that's $DTR360books, and his PayPal is paypal.me/DTR360books. And you're an educator too, brother. So books and education go hand in hand, and you're educating young people. Now,
Yes.
I knew you got your master's degree in Medgar Evers. I remember you going to Medgar Evers. Did you get it in Medgar Evers, or did you just go to school in Medgar Evers and they got your master's somewhere else? Did you get it in
Yes.
Medgar Evers? Yes.
No, I got my bachelor's at Medgar
Meg-
and my master's at John Jay.
At John Jay. Okay, John Jay.
Yes.
Yeah, one of my favorite schools also to go to and have fun. I used to throw parties for people over there. So
Okay.
back in the day. Now tell us about that process, or how important is, because I know that there is a lack of Black male teachers.
Oh, yes.
And I've noticed that since I was a child here in America. How important it is for our young Black men and young Black children to see a Black male educator in the class, bringing that male energy, but yet bringing that tender, nurturing energy to help educate them. How important is that, my brother?
Oh yes, is very important, very vital. Again, just like you said, we don't have much Black male teachers inside the educational school system. In fact, I am the only Black male teacher in my school at the moment.
Whoa.
So yes, that's a fact. So that just goes to tell you that we need more Black male teachers inside the classroom, and so this is what makes me stay inside the classroom, because I've had many thoughts about leaving to fully focus on my businesses, because I do have a couple and so forth. But I'm like, I don't want to leave just yet, because I know the importance of being inside the classroom. And just showing up is just half the job, right? You can't just show up in the classroom and think that you're making a difference. No. Okay, just showing up is half the job. And again, you need to fully educate, and as King Simon said, nurture and be loving and compassionate, because granted, listen, sometimes they're not even getting that at home. Right, that's a fact. They're not even getting that at home, and so I see it firsthand. I had a scholar. We call them scholars, right? So I had a scholar last year. She didn't get to do her homework for whatever reason at home, and so she would come to me in the mornings like, "Hey, Mr. Cummins, can you help me with my homework?" And I'm like, "You didn't do it at home?" She was like, "No, I didn't have no one to help me." And I'm saying in my mind, OMG, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, wow, at least she wants to do her homework,
Yeah.
right? First and foremost, at least she wants to learn. But at home, and I say all the time that A child only educated at school is an uneducated child. I'm going to say that again. A child only educated at school is an uneducated child. So the home must also be an educational base for the children. Okay. If
Mhm.
the home is in chaos, if the home is in utmost uh, dismantle, you
Mhm.
know, chaos, then the children will not learn. Okay. When you go to a library, right, you have to be quiet. You have to be,
Yeah.
to yourself. And so I believe when a child is doing their homework inside the household, to a degree, that area, that environment must also be quiet. That area must also be of an educational environment for them, so that they can prosper and do well. And so a lot of the times we see children not on their proper grade level, children not knowing how to count properly, still not knowing how to even count by fives and tens. I'm seeing it for myself, still not even knowing how to write their own name, first name and last name. I'm seeing it for myself, right?
Yeah.
It's because of the parents, it's because of the household. And please, I'm not trying to criticize or condone or belittle black parents or black households, but this is facts. And so if we want the younger generation to prosper and do better than us, then the household within itself must be prosperous. The household within itself must be an educational base, so that the children can feel comfortable and do well at home as well as in school.
My brothers and sisters, we got Brother Quasi in the building. Please, Empress Aisha, share your question. Thank you.
Yes. I would like to give a little more clarity on what do you mean exactly by educational base to give it that ambiance. Like, what do you recommend that parents do?
Yes. So yes. Educational base. So again, I just got off of remote learning, right? So now I'm inside I'm inside the building. So before I was doing remote learning. So for example, during remote learning, I'm seeing children watching TV while they're supposed to be in school. I mean, well, not physically in school, but they're supposed to be learning, right?
Mhm.
But instead they're watching TV, but while on Zoom. That's like ludicrous to me. And then also I'm seeing children while on Zoom playing with their siblings and so forth. So again, they don't have that educational base, right? The parents, okay, make sure, so and so, make sure, you sit here, TV's off, you concentrate on what the teacher is telling you, and you do
Mm,
your work. But
yes.
at home, it's not like that, right? They
Mm-hmm.
have everything going on around them, TV on, the mother, grandmother, whoever's arguing, they playing with their sibling. So how are they even able to concentrate and focus? They're not.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. And so this is what I mean by an educational base, an educational foundation, making sure that you create a space for them so that they can prosper, making sure that you set rules and guidelines in the home so that they know that, okay, mommy is serious about education. Because I say all the time, when the parents take education seriously, the children will take education seriously. Okay. And we all know, Empress, I will assume that you're a mother, and Brother King Simon, obviously, you're a parent and grandparent, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes.
children
Mm-hmm.
are taught what children are taught what they see, not what they do, right?
Mhm.
Or the other way around, right? So basically, children will imitate what they see their parents doing, instead of following what their parents saying, right? So if their parents saying, go to bed by 9, but you up smoking, doing whatever, they're gonna have a hard time going to bed, because well, you're up, so I want to be up with you. Like,
Yeah.
case in point,
Mm,
no lie, I teach first grade, so they're no older than 5, 6, maybe 7. So, but the scholar, I think this week, she said, Mr. Cummings, you know what time I go to bed? I said, what time? She said, 1. I said, oh, so that's why you come to school late every day. And then she started laughing, but then in my mind, I'm like, why you going to bed at 1 a.m. in the morning and you're 5,
Mm.
you're older than 6, right? So
Wow.
this is the parents' fault, right? So you should have guidelines and rules. Go to bed by 9, go to bed by 10. The latest. I know when I was a child, my hey, go to bed by 9, 10, so that you can get up early for school, so you can get up energized, eat your breakfast, and be ready for the day. But now, man, these children are being raised differently.
Yes,
So
that's true.
definitely, this is what I mean by having an educational base, because the first teachers are the mothers, right? So
Mm.
the mothers must teach their child. Okay, again, a child only educated at school is an uneducated child. So when the child come home from school, the child again must also be educated. Okay, it must also be educated on life. It must also be educated on how to groom yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe how to cook, how to clean, or whatever. That's education within itself, right? And but most kids nowadays, they just come home and play on a PS5. They just come home and play Fortnite. They just come home and play Roblox. I
That's true.
know, I
Yep.
know, because my students tell me this. I'm not just going over what I read in a
Yeah,
book. My
it's
scholars
true.
are telling me this.
It's true.
And people that are just tuning in, please share and like and thumb up this video. We have Brother Quasi, our guest, educator, producer, entrepreneur, tax preparation preparer, and also he owns he's the owner of Dream Turns Reality LLC. You could also show him some love by actually hitting him up via info at DTR360books.com, and of course you can hit him up at IG and Twitter and Facebook at the same name, and also spread some love to him and his family via Cash App and PayPal. And remember his website if you want to buy any books and find out more about his organization and his link tree. You could go to DTR360books.com or Linktree DTR /DTR360books. Now that we've gone through the reset that they call whatever they call it, and remote learning is like the order, or has been the order of the day. Have you noticed a change in the children as far as their learning ability now that you're doing remote? And even if you get going in, let's say they're doing have a choice to either be in school or outside of school. Have you noticed a difference of what happened to them over this reset of 2020, and they were doing the remote learning?
Yes, I have noticed a difference, and the difference is that they learn better while they're in school. They
Mm,
learn better by the physical interaction,
mm,
right? Traditional schooling, as opposed to online schooling. And granted, technology have its pros and cons. I mean, I studied technology and computer sciences while I was in school, and technology will ever be evolving and getting faster and faster. But some things need to stay traditional. And, granted, if you can't come to school, then there would be the other option. But I mean, the primary and first option and most beneficial option, I think, is the traditional schooling and the face-to-face and person-to-person schooling. As opposed to the difference, yes, they are learning better, and they are actually connecting to their teachers and to their classmates at a physical and emotional level, right? When we're on Zoom, or it's not that type of connectivity, emotional wise or even otherwise. So definitely, when we're face to face, we have much more advantages. As I said before, the connectivity of just talking regular to their friends, and just laughing and being children. And then on the educational side, definitely learning we have the whiteboard. Children could come up, physically touch the markers, touch the eraser, so on and so forth. So it's a different frequency. It's a different energy, right? And it's a different feeling in totality. So definitely it's been beneficial, learning wise. And in fact, today in school we had our math IA, and our students did extremely well. And tomorrow my other group will have a math IA. But yes, just hovering over them, making sure that they put the right answer, right, is
Yeah.
is something that is beneficial, and is more gratifying. Like, okay, I don't want to make the mistake because I know, Mr. Cummings is right here. You know what I'm saying? So, things like that, I think is more beneficial than just learning on Zoom.
And I found it very interesting. Someone just posted on here, fathers should also help raise their children, and that is absolutely right.
Yes,
Now, as a teacher and the only black male teacher in your school, like Baba Kaba have gone through that himself as being
yes,
the only black, and that's a person that I know you connect with in some capacity. How is the effect on the children when they see you as a black male, and do they sometimes refer to you or wish you was like their father or wish you were their father in these?
yes,
Please,
yes.
let's talk about it.
Yes, man, especially like the, more of the younger children,
Yeah,
once they start to get up to the third and fourth grade, they have more of an attitude and they start to get a little sassy. But
right.
definitely, like kindergarten to like second grade, like they love me, man. And just like personally speaking, so last year, right? Last year I started out in first grade.
Mm,
So we have teaching peers at my school. So it's two teachers inside the classroom. So last year I started out in first grade, and then one of the teachers left in kindergarten. So
Mm,
they had me go to kindergarten. But when I left, my first grade students was like so sad, and like they didn't know what's going on. Like the
yeah,
first day that they didn't see me, they see me like all the way at the other end of the classroom. I mean, of the lunchroom. They was like, "Where's Mr. Cummings?" Because obviously they got used to me, and they like me, of course, and everything like that. So, like they were just sad. And then like one scholar, like she actually cried for like 2 days, and she in particularly, she called me. She said that I was like her school daddy because like that's the type of connection that we had, and that's the type of love and affinity that we had with one another. So definitely, I love my children. I tell them all the time, I want you to be good. I want you to be great. Believe in yourself. I even have the whole class. I pump up the whole class, and every chance I get, I tell them, listen, believe in yourself. You can do anything you want to do. Uh, the mind can conceive what you will achieve. So if the mind can conceive, you will achieve it. So believe in yourself, and you can do anything that you want to do. So I try, any chance I get, I try to pump them up. Any chance I get, I tell them that I love them, I care for them, and I want you to be the best person that you can be. I want you to be the best student that you can be, because granted, I may be the only person telling them that. So why not me? Right? If I can make that difference, if I can make their day a better day, then why not? So definitely, I've had students call me their school daddy. I've had children cry after me because I've left them during the middle of the school year. Even like to this day, if because now they're in second grade, so like even up to this day, if I go to their second grade classroom, like their faces just bright up, and they come to me with big hugs. Well, now we can't really do hugs, but
right.
because of COVID.
We found it.
Let's give you a foul. But I mean, just that excitement is there just to see me. And for me, like that's one of
Yeah,
the most rewarding things that
yeah,
I'm, really making a difference in
yeah,
their lives. And again, just that love, that connection, and that energetic frequency that we're on is paramount. Like I love it.
yes, yes. Empress Aisha, please share your
Yeah.
question, please.
Do you think that the reason there's so few brothers in the school system teaching is because it's by design, or because the brothers are not interested enough in partaking in educating the children like that?
Um, excuse me. I think I want to say that they're not interested enough, and they probably don't know that there's so much opportunities within the educational school system. Because granted, listen, like even like I don't even have to say anything, and like my coworkers at school, like they know I'm not no ordinary black guy, if that makes sense. So they know that I have knowledge of self, and I'm about my people. And so, and I don't hide it. I just be myself, right? But I just say that to say that you can definitely be yourself, and you can be in the educational school system making a difference. So there, for anyone who's interested, definitely they would love to take in more black male teachers. They would love to have more black teachers inside the classroom, because again, it's needed, and it will definitely make a difference in our children's lives.
Mm.
So yeah, I think to answer your question, Empress, I don't think enough black males know about the
Okay.
teaching capacity and the teaching opportunities in school. I work at a charter school, so it may be a little different at
Mm.
public schools, but definitely the charter schools, I mean, like they're always hiring. So just fill out an application. You'll just have to do a little demo before I got this job. Like I had no teaching experience, right? And so someone, again, a black male who I interviewed with, and he was the principal, and he still is the principal. He hired me. So and of course I nailed it, and I did my part. But again, just going for it. And if this is something that you really want to do, and if this is something that you want to help the younger generation with, educating them. And it's just a rewarding feeling to say, like, hey, I had a black male teacher growing up, right? Like not too many people can say that. I know I can't say that for myself. So definitely, you want to be that one to assist and elevate the young black minds, right? So making sure that you plant the seeds in these young black minds, so that that seed can definitely blossom, and that child can definitely blossom, because again, it all starts within the mind. So what the mind can conceive, you will achieve.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Those that are tuning in, we are here with our dear brother and our guests. And of course, like I said, this is a troll free zone. Only those who want to learn and earn the right to be on my show. That's how I deal with things up here. Brother Quasi is our guest. He's an educator. He's a producer, entrepreneur. He prepare preparation. He does. Also, he's the owner and operator of Dreams Turn Reality, and he's the author of this beautiful book, that ebook. Of course, you can get it on Amazon, I believe. Yes, you can get it on
uh
Amazon.
no, no,
That's
you can, no, you can just email me, and I will
email.
send you a copy, yes, of the ebook.
Okay, so yes, and the book is called "How to Build a Successful Online Business While Working a 9 to 5 Job." Now, you say that, and I'm going to ask you questions in regards to that title, only because there's many people that are working 9 to 5s, and they're probably afraid to set up that business. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to lose footing with their business. I personally,
Mhm.
I was working a nine to, well, I was on radio, corporate radio. So I was working only 5 hours a day to get paid 60,000 a year. So
Wow.
I can't, I loved what I did, but when that love turned into a job, that's when I probably had to get out of there, and that's why I left radio world like that in 2005 and never looked back. When anything becomes a job, so you forming a business now, did you form this business before you had the 9 to 5, or did you form it while you had the 9 to 5? First of all.
It was like wow. It was actually technically it was before because
Mm,
I formed it and established it in the summer of 2017,
mhm.
and I got my teaching job in October of 2018.
Okay. Okay. Just want to make
Hmm.
sure. Yeah, well, we could clarify that. So, how important was it when you was already on the runway with that business, but yet you got the 9 to 5? How did it alter your business acumen as far as to set that up and keep it running? And how did it help with what you're doing in the classroom, my brother?
Yes, well, I don't think my teaching job altered my business at all. If anything, it enhanced it and
Right.
made it better.
Right.
Because again, as you alluded to earlier, Brother King Simon, that teaching and education and bookstores and literature,
Yeah.
they go hand in hand. So if
Exactly.
anything, I was just complimenting myself two times over.
Right.
And so I just really had to find out how to balance and how to manage a online bookstore and still teach full time.
Mm,
And granted, I'm still learning. I don't have everything set in stone yet.
mhm.
But as far as the I was starting out with my online bookstore, so things wasn't so busy um, as it is now.
Mm,
So as I was starting out, I was just making sure that I stay consistent. I was just letting people know that hey, I have a new business. Check out my website, so on and so forth. Right, and every chance I got, I made sure that I was vending somewhere again to
yes.
hand out my business cards, so on and so forth.
Yes.
So yeah, if anything, I think that it enhanced it. It definitely complemented what I was already doing um,
Mhm.
with my teaching job. And yeah, even a good handful of even the principal for that matter know that I have a bookstore, right? And so yeah, my coworkers definitely know. A couple of them supported, and so yeah, I just say definitely if you have definitely a 9 to 5. I don't think, people always say, a lot of people love to, basically like do what other people are doing,
Right.
right?
Right.
But, just do what, do what you do,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
and make sure that you are benefiting from what you're doing. Because if I'm doing like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fire my boss, tomorrow and do this entrepreneurial thing, you
Mhm.
have nothing to leverage your business. So, I mean, if you fire your boss tomorrow and you go 100% entrepreneurial, how would you be? How are you going to receive revenue for your business, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And if it definitely if your business is uh, um, new and you're just starting out. So this is what I tell the people in my ebook. Definitely make sure that you leverage your business with your 9 to 5, okay? Because your 9 to 5 will fund your business and potentially it will outweigh your salary job. So if you're doing the necessary things that you're doing, if you're staying consistent, if you're marketing properly, if you're spreading and expanding your brand, eventually your business will supersede your salary income. So
Right.
this is what and I mean I'm already past that to be honest. But again, um, one of my whys and purpose of staying in school is for the betterment and beneficial purposes of the Black youth. So I could have been left the
Okay.
school of being a teacher, but I wanted to stay for the betterment of the Black youth to keep that Black presence, that and most importantly that Black male figure inside the classroom, right? Because granted, the female teachers, they can have that masculine energy, but it's different when you have a Black male teacher inside the classroom. So when I put a little more bass inside my voice and hey, cut that out, they listen.
Yeah, of course.
Right. They listen. So it's different again, just having that Black male figure inside the classroom. And again, I also give them that loving, nurturing side of me as
Yeah.
well. So definitely, family, you definitely need two to balance. I would recommend it. I even give some examples. Damon John, the co-founder of Fubu, right? He just didn't start out
Yeah.
with his Fubu line. He was still simultaneously working at Red Lobster and selling Fubu hats and t-shirts at the same time. So,
Right.
and he did that for a while. Until it was Fubu was like really, really successful, and then he left the Red Lobster job. So, definitely, family, don't just go, firing your boss and leaving your job and have nothing to fund your
Yeah.
business. That makes no sense. Definitely have a plan in place. Definitely have goals. I also talk about goals, the benefits of having goals. I talk about that in my ebook, and making sure that they're achievable, right? You want to have short-term goals and you want to have long-term goals. Short-term goals are anywhere from say like a month to like a year, and long-term goals is anywhere from like 2 years to 6 years. So you want to make sure and have those goals, have achievable goals and meaningful goals, so that when you do achieve them, you can say, okay, what's my next milestone? What is my next step? So you're always again progressing and keep on going up and up instead of staying fixed, or just in a comfortable place. For me, like you never want to be in a comfortable place for too long. You always
Mm-hmm.
want to expand and elevate yourself. I say all the time, elevation causes expansion, right? Because the more you elevate, the more you
Mm-hmm.
expand yourself into different opportunities. The more you expand yourself into different networks of people, the more you expand yourself into different tax brackets and so on and so forth. So you should always be willing to elevate yourself, because self improvement is the basis for community development.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. We're here with Brother Quasi. Make sure you email him if you want to get his book. His email is on the line, dtr360books.com. Of course, you can hit him up at IG, Twitter, Facebook at the same thing, DTR360books. Also, you can spread love via his Cash App, of course, $ DTR360books. And of course, PayPal. Like I said, I like to sing the song, Spread Love, ba-ba-da. You got to spread the love, man. That's how it works. DTR360books. Empress Aisha, please share your question with him real quick. We don't want to keep him too long because I know
Oh,
he's got
yeah.
to go back to school tomorrow. He got
Right.
things to do. Let's make this happen. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm curious as to like how do you find what is your pointers towards people who are caretakers, to who have a 9 to 5, who are also caretakers, whether it's their children or their parents or and their elders, whoever. Um, And then also having an online business, like how do you recommend that they juggle that? Like, what is your advice towards those people?
Yes. Great question, Empress. You can. It's not likely that you will, like successfully, juggle both, uh, you know, um, at the same time or like successfully. So like you will always give more attention to one aspect of whether it's your business or whether it's your work, right? And then the other will be the remaining percentage that you are left with. So I say just do like little by little, like like personally speaking, like with me, every chance I get, I'm packaging orders every chance I get. Running to the post office. Like, case in point, when I was doing remote learning, I think like in between lunches, like we have like an hour break. So I would make sure, and the night before, I would package my, 3, 4, 6 book orders. And when I go on lunch, I would run to the post office, hoping that the line is not too long, and I will, drop off my book orders. So, and I would do the same thing like every day. And so much so that when I first started school, as a teacher, working with the third graders, my teaching partner, she was like, "What you doing after school?" And I'm like, "I'm going to the post office." She was like, "Wow, you always going to the post office?" I was like, "Yeah, I have a business," and that's when started telling her about my book business and so forth, right? But I say that to say that uh, every d- every day I made it my point after school, go to the post office, do little by little, handle some book orders, and making sure that even before I go to bed at night, I'm making sure that I'm packaging book orders. So I say that to say that, if a person is caretakers, or, if they have a job, and, they want to start a business, making sure that, most importantly, making sure that you have to sacrifice, because I'm still sacrificing my time. I'm still sacrificing my sleep. I'm still sacrificing, many areas in my life that I could be doing something else, but I chose to, you know, I chose to stay home on Sundays and just do book orders. I chose to, stay home on Sundays and just, go on Instagram Live and answer some questions about books or what have you, right? So making sure that you are willing to sacrifice your time, you are willing to sacrifice your life, basically, right? Because you are giving up some part of your life so that your future life can be better off. So if you're ready for that, then again, do little by little. When you come home, making sure that you do some research about your business, or when you come home, even before you go to bed, right? Making sure that you read, making sure that you're again elevating yourself and improving yourself and working on your business, because essentially when you work on your business, you are working on you, because your business is a part of you, right? So essentially, you want your business to thrive and be successful so that you can essentially thrive and be successful. So you have to work on your business 24/7. Every chance you get, you need to work on your business. Just like every chance you get, you should work on yourself. Okay. And so, just like how most people sacrifice, they sacrifice to make someone else's dream come true. You should sacrifice your own time to make your dreams come true. And as my company, dreams turn reality, so making sure that your dream is a reality.
Yes. Empress, before I ask my last question, do you have another question to ask him, please?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Because my thing is, where do the romance come in at? That's my thing.
Ah,
Where do the romance come in at? Where do all
right,
that,
Hey,
where do you
right.
find the balance for your home to provide that loving energy that you know that you have to give, that they yearn for?
And
Right.
no, Quasi, she's a number two also. So you go ahead.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay. Right. Well,
She's connected to that two energy also. Yes, she is connected.
right. Yes, definitely. So, I mean, you already know that we are like suckers for love, right? We love love, but sometimes love doesn't love us back. Like it's
Mm,
crazy,
it
right?
is. That's
But
right.
I mean, listen, again, you listen. If you really like, that significant other, you will find the time, and they and that other person will appreciate and understand, or should understand, because he or she knows that you have a business, you have a job, and you have your life, right? And so, but if you know what I'm doing, a teacher, multiple businesses, and I'm still carving out some time to be with you, then you shouldn't take that for granted. And granted, some people still take that for granted, right? So, I mean, again, just finding that balance, and I mean, it's cliche to say just find a balance, but no, really, making sure that you have you have your to-do list, or you have your day mapped out, and it's okay to put them on your agenda. Okay, 9 to 5, after I get home, say around 6 to 8, work on my business, and then from 8 to 9, I talk on the phone with him, or from 8 to 9, he can come over or whatever. So you have to make sure to carve him into your schedule, and if he may be also working and have a business and so forth, then y'all have to find that commonality. Y'all have to find that sacred time together to produce, and to have that energetic time together, so it definitely takes two to mingle. So he have to be willing to sacrifice, and you have to be willing to sacrifice as well. So it takes two.
That's right. That's right. One last question before we let you go, my brother. Legacy. How important is the legacy that you leave for your children, and what do you want your legacy to say for you in the years to come after you have made that transition, my brother?
Mm, right. Hopefully, inshallah, Allah willing, it will be a long time from now for me to make that transition. But when I do, I mean, I would just love my legacy to be uh, that Brother Kwesi definitely was a man of his word. He definitely loved his people more than he loved himself. And he would do, anything for his people. Definitely is a freedom fighter, definitely is a warrior, and definitely wanted true liberation for the Black nation. So, that's what I would want my legacy to be. And of course, I'm not perfect, right? We all have flaws, but I think I got this from you, brother King Simon, that we should always be willing to manage our weaknesses and strengthen our strengths. Like that never left my psyche. Like for some reason, that always stayed with me, and I just always kept that in mind. That okay, manage my weaknesses and strengthen my strengths, because you will never be perfect. Only Allah, only the Most High is perfect, right? And so we should strive to be as perfect as that powerful force. But still, we all have flaws and we make mistakes. This is what makes us human, and our imperfection is perfection. So
Yes.
just appreciate your flaws, appreciate who you are. And so this is what I would want my legacy to be. I'm not human, but every day I strive to better myself. Every day I, ask Allah, the Most High, to help me better myself, guide me on the straight path. right?
Suratu Mustaqim. Yeah.
Yes, yes, to be a better person, right? Because I want to elevate, I want to be a better person. So not only for myself, but for my people, not only for my people, but for my son, and not only for my son, but for my future offsprings as well. So, just making sure that you have that in your psyche, and you are doing good deeds, man. We need more people to do good deeds. We need more people to be
That's
positive.
true.
We need more people to shed light. There's too much darkness going on. We need
Yeah.
more people to be the light. We need more people to speak up against falsehood. We need more people to speak truth to power. And so we just need
Absolutely.
more people to be fearless, and speak up
Mm-hmm.
and say what's on their mind, and don't care about what the naysayers have to say. Don't care if you're going to lose your job,
Absolutely.
right? If you're going to lose your job, making sure that you lose your job or for something that is beneficial to the community and to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so, yeah,
Absolutely.
uh, for me, like, just before we conclude here, I you know Instagram deleted my account. I
Yes.
had over 113,000 followers, right? But it's because I'm, spreading knowledge, I'm spreading truth, I'm spreading and distributing books that, hard to find books, right? Books that was out of print, but now have came back into print.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure that I post these books up so that our people can know and can get familiar with the information that is out here, because we are in the informational age. So my motto is applied knowledge is true power. So definitely you should be applying the knowledge within these books so that you can gain true power. Okay, yes, knowledge is power, but it's nothing without application, right? Just like you have application in theory, they go hand in hand. Application
Mm-hmm.
in theory is powerful, just like knowledge and application is powerful. So thank you. That is what I want my legacy to be. And again, thank you, Brother King Simon. May Allah, the Most High, the ancestors continue to guide you and protect you. Empress
Thank you.
Aisha, the same. May Allah, the Most High, continue to guide, protect you as well. And thank you for this platform again. I truly
Thank you, my
appreciate
brother.
it.
Thank you,
Yeah.
beloved. And
Gratitude. Allah
we-
bless you.
yes, and may you keep on traveling and walking with the ancestors as strong as you are,
Yes.
brother. The ancestors are right there around you. Your mom, definitely your grandma, your great grandma, whoever you think is not around you, they're in your bloodline, DNA and RNA, brother. Just use them and magnify them by honoring and respecting them. So, my brother, you be safe and enjoy, and hey, do a group hug and take a picture of a group hug with your children, and let's
Oh,
do this. That'll be nice.
yes, yes, yes. I will, inshallah. Thank you so much. Assalamu
All right.
alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum
Walaikum
salam.
salam.
Thank you, brother. All right. That's our brother Quasi in the check-in, man. Thank you, brother Quasi, for coming through. And of course, please go to his website. That's DTR360 Books. That's DTR360books.com. Linktree is /DTR360 Books. Also, our dear brother has a Cash App. Show him some love via Cash App. That's $DTR360 Books. And it's PayPal.me /DTR360 Books. Of course, you can hit him up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, but you can also email him, and he will, for a donation, you can get that book. Is a beautiful book. I've been going through it already. I just got it actually today, but I was going through it. It's not that long a read, and it got some great subjects. If you go to the ebook, the great subjects in the table of contents is Chapter 1, How to Build a Successful Online Bookstore. Chapter 2, Know What Books to Sell. Chapter 3, EIN and Credit. Chapter 4, Social Media. Chapter 5, Be in the Know. Chapter 6, Motivation. Chapter 7, Remote Learning. And Chapter 8, that's how DTR 360 Books started.
Mm-hmm.
And So he does a lot, and he shares a lot. He spreads a lot in those little that little ebook. It's not that much, and believe me, it's a quick read, but you'll love it. Just go to his website and see if you can get it from him, and get the books, because he got Chancellor Williams' book, he got Dr. Ben's book, he got my books, he got all kinds of people's books going through his website. He's been actually selling my books for a while. From the first time he set up, he got my books, and I don't know if he got Numerovation for mental stability, but if he does want it, all he has to do is contact me, and I'll make sure I get it to him at a real reasonable rate. Anybody who has a bookstore out there, I can get you copies, especially the paperback and the hardcover, for a very reasonable rate. Right now, it's being sold by me, by Amazon, and also through Nicholas Brooklyn Bookstore right now. So again, give him a well-deserved round of applause. Yeah. And how did you like that show, my beautiful sister? I know you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yes, it was great.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm glad that people was enjoying it. Also, this coming Sunday, sister, we got a very extraordinary author and writer coming up again. We got another great person that is writing definite books and went through a very almost actually transition through her health. And we got this beautiful sister coming up, and her name is Marcia M. Moore. So give her a round of applause. She'll be with us this coming Sunday, May the 16th. I like to say I dubbed that day Janet Jackson Day, because I love Janet Jackson, of course.
I know. Don't we all just love her? Yes, we love her.
She's so soft-spoken, and I know she could be something else. She ain't fooling me, but it is what it is. Remember, she loved her little gangsters like Tupac and Jermaine Dupri, so she's something else. She ain't fooling her. She ain't fooling me at all. But on Malcolm X's birthday, we have Lioness Crown from Fly Nubian Queen. She'll be with us, and we're going to speak on the 96th born day anniversary of Malcolm X at 3 p.m. She's going to be up on 3 p.m. because she has other classes she teaches that night. And we're going to speak, how should young people apply his message today? Yes, we're going to have her right here on King Simon Presents. Big up to her from Fly Nubian Queen. Make sure you check her out at Fly Nubian Queen I think she do it every day at 12 noon. So we're going to have her. And then that Thursday, we got, Baba Phil Valentine, Dr. Phil Valentine will be in the building. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, speaking about his next webinar, Recoding the Human Archetype. You know, Phil comes with these elaborate sayings. I know he was on Brother Rich's show tonight, so big up to Brother Rich and the whole family also. So he's going to be on. And then that Sunday, we got Naval Petty Officer, the only multi-talented, multi-published author and trauma and pain survivor, the one, the only Nadine J. Barton. Now, these two people, Nadine and this person here, I met both of them on Major Hype's platform. Major Hype is a friend of mine from the club and the club life from back in the day. Now he's a big comedian going on and doing this. So I met both of them, and just listening to their stories on his show is when I decided to bring them on and interview them and made that connection. And now we're connected via Instagram and Facebook and all that. So can't wait to have the naval officer, the chief petty naval officer. She told me to change it because she's a petty naval officer, which is a lower rank than just a major chief. So she's dressed right under that chief. So big up to her. And then to close out the month of May, we have Susie Q, the former legendary disco diva and founder of Native New Yorker, the first Black owned and operated booking, modeling and acting agency in Montreal, Canada. We're going to talk about it because a lot of movies came through her hands, with a lot of, even the one with Mary J. Blige and I forgot, and with Oprah and all of them that was playing Coretta Scott King. They went to Canada and filmed, and I see my relatives and some of my friends in the film acting in the parts, like in the background, they're walking with them. And so a lot of, because it's cheaper to film a lot of movies in Canada than it is in America. So a lot of people go to Canada and film, and they have that connection. So she booked a lot of people for the Canadian ride. So big up to her, and give her a round of applause also. Can't wait to have her on. And of course, let's go through some of these sponsors that we have. Of course. Better Health Shop will be on around the 29th. That's Saturday, the 29th. They're going to be on speaking about Better Health Shop. Make sure you go to their website. They got an Etsy website. Make sure you show them some love. They got monatomic gold. They got colloidal silver. They got sea moss. They got all that type of stuff. That's betterhealthshop.etsy.com. And they have a 1-800 number. That's 1-800-820-7822. That's 1-800-820-7822. Keep your health right. Keep better health. So why not go to Better Health Shop and show them some love and tell them King Simon sent you? All right. That's how we do it. Also, one of my other vibe and partners, this one here, pedalwise.com. Make sure you hit them up, Pedalwise. They got some great womb cleanses. She's an acupuncturist. She's a African and Asian herbal practitioner, and she gives you great herbs to sweep the womb, to deal with cancers or deal with things to reverse the effects of different things, fibroids, all this. This sister is doing great work also. And let's go. We're going backwards a little, okay? Of course, my classes, of course, are available. We're going to be doing my classes. I'm pre-taping all of the stuff this week, next week, actually. And then we're going to be releasing this on June the 22nd, which is my grandmother's birthday, her 104th birthday. We'll be showing her love via that. And that's what it's all about for me. Of course, don't forget Lloyd Strayhorn classes. Go take his classes on his website. That's lloyd-strayhorn.com. That's lloyd-strayhorn.com. And don't forget, of course, if you want to find out about realty and all that beautiful stuff and how to get consulted on how to get your first property, if you go on her IG, you could just see her selling. Friend, family, whoever's coming in, she's selling. So I know I love what she's doing. And of course, don't forget my son's material. Also, big up to my son. Got some great new music about to hit the streets. Make sure you go to his website, his platform right here. Make sure you hit him up at those links. He got some great love songs. He's all about that love and that finesse. So that brother, he's doing his thing. So he's my firstborn, and I'm glad what he's doing. I'm glad all my children are doing what they're doing. And of course, if you want any of my books, you got to go to Linktree and link up. Go to Linktree and link up King Simon, the Numerovator at Linktree. And of course, I want to make sure my sister bigs up her products right here. What's up, sis? Talk about your product. DM her via Million or Adorments. Go ahead. Talk about it.
Yes, you can hit me up on _. Don't forget the underscore Adorments. Yes, at the in I'm getting all tongue twisted. Instagram. In Instagram. I'm working on some new images. I have some beautiful sisters so that you all can be able to see what they look like, with someone wearing them. I have a pair on now. I pretty much wear, I repeat, some of the jewelry that I wear. Just because, what I have that's common is for you all. So you see me wearing piece and repeats, it's because I don't want to tap into the inventory that's meant for you all.
We understand, but that's it. And last but not least, let's give, of course, those who want to do a numerovational session with me. Remember, I do not do readings. I do consultation and advising, so it can help maximize and activate your numbers better, because numerology is applied mathematics. And if you learn how to apply your numbers through work, now this is work. This ain't no microwave overnight. This is work. They will work for you. People like my brother here that was on Quasi. Brother Quasi has used it, and various other people that has come through this have used it. Dr. Phil Valentine has used it. Lloyd Strayhorn, Brother Polite has used it. So I know it works, but you have to be willing to apply it to your level and take yourself to the next level. And before we finish that, remember, content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guests, speakers, and or authors on this YouTube channel does not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Gotta always cover yourself, and before you wreck yourself, and those type of content disclaimers is very important to have. You ready for the prayer, beautiful sister?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
These ladies be saying yas. I'm like, how you put Y and ass together and make yas? Why the ass? I don't know.
It's just fun. It's just fun.
I think it's hilarious. To tell you the truth, I think it's hilarious. So how we change up language. Black folks are just so good at that. So I love that. Original people, man.
That's what I love about us. Yes.
Yeah, man. We are creative. Boom. Dr. Blair, got to shout him out before we put up his prayers.
Blair.
Hit him up, www.themetacenter2.com. Hit up his legacy, his books, his Faraday tech, the protectors, the magnets he sell, and much more. That was a metaphysics teacher, a friend of mine. I was the last to bring him in New York, but always showing love. Big up to people like A.A. Rashid that have brought him in. Big up to people like Black Dot and various other people. Of course, my brother Shabazz that have brought Big Man and all the rest of them that have brought Dr. Blair at some capacity. Sister, late great Hatshepsut, she brought him in back in the day too before she transitioned. So I was like the last of the Mohicans. All those guys and women was before me bringing him in. I was the last to do it here in New York. So I'm honored that he still comes to me in my dreams and is teaching. He's actually teaching in that spiritual realm, doing his work. So that's just what Dr. Blair came to do. So enough respect to the Baba. Are you ready for the prayer, my beautiful sister? Are you ready for the prayer?
Absolutely, yes.
Prayer time. Prayer time. Everybody
Prayer
get ready.
time.
That's right. Get your deep breath on. Happy belated birthday to Minister Farrakhan. He did a Beethoven concerto. They remixed and put it out there. And man, the violin music, man, is powerful. I
love violins.
His birthday was yesterday. Yeah, his birthday was yesterday. He's a number 2 also. He's a number 11, but 11 equals 2. So that violin, that string instrument, y'all love something about the violin. Y'all really are compelled towards. So let's get ready for this prayer, my sister. Let's make it happen. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, family. Here we go. Deep breath in and exhale. Give thanks. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now.
Say it for the people in the back. Beautiful. Go ahead.
People in the back. Here we go, family. One more time. Let's do this collectively. Here we go. Please, Universal Creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us in this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth in your love now.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Give thanks to Dr. Blair and all that he's provided. Give thanks for you, my sister, and all that you provide and all that you're doing and all that you're growing into. We honor you. We honor you. Enough respect to you. And thank you. And we'll speak in a few. Okay, my dear?
Yes. Okay.
All right. That's it, family. Want to give her a round of applause, a well-deserved round of applause for our beautiful sister.
Welcome.
That's right, the one, the only Empress Aisha Moore. We'll be right back. Oh, my goodness, our beautiful sister. Just want to remind everybody, that's right, tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, but yes, tomorrow I will be doing, of course, sessions. Want to thank all of you for tuning in to the live video radio show, honoring our ancestors in every way, every how. Enough respect to our brother again for being a part of this journey, our brother, entrepreneur and author of How to Build a Successful Online Business While Working a 9-to-5, Brother Quasi. Yes. Don't forget this coming Sunday, Marcia Moore will be in the building. This coming Wednesday, we got Lioness Crown in the building. This coming Thursday, we got the one and only Dr. Phil Valentine in the building. Next Sunday, we got the Naval Petty Officer herself, Nadine J. Barton. And to close out the month, we got the one, the only Shireen, a.k.a. Susie Q. And then, of course, the fantastic owner of Better Health Shop will be on us Saturday the 29th. Don't touch that dial. Keep it right here. We love you. We respect you. And we like to keep the vibe going. Peace, family. And like Marcus Mosiah Garvey said, of your mighty nation, you can accomplish what you will. And like Dr. Collins said, regardless of land, label, or language, there's but one God. And like the messenger says, the messenger most honorable Elijah Muhammad says, no nation can rise higher than its woman. No nation can rise higher than its woman. This is the message to the black man, message to the black woman, message to the black man, message to the black woman. Woo! I'm out of here, family. Stay in peace, stay healthy, stay focused, and stay out of mother flipping trouble. Later.